Tonight I'm feeling Dutch. Tonight I'm feeling Dutch.
Hater Samasi.
Oh my god.
Is he frozen?
Wait, let me get this. Let me get this.
Yeah,
This-
we need to get that one.
This is a brick, man.
The
Wow.
hate watch of all hate watches I had. It could feed the whole country.
This makes a good AVI.
This is this guy.
Screenshot.
This is
Oh,
what
The brick.
I thought
That's the
this is
face you make when you sign Dewsbury Hall.
depending on it might come close to Gallup a brick door, man. So like if this goes on for a few minutes, is his level, his level.
Oh my god.
Yeah, man. This is half froze, man, half froze. This is that's wild, man. Money man. Money man, go cook Foden. Cook Foden, man. If you're presenting and cook Foden, you can cook
Hey
Foden.
guys, welcome to the Saturday Hangout.
Saka
I'll
is
host
the
that one.
MVP of the England team.
Oh,
Saka
yeah, I've
is
seen that
the
one as well.
important player.
We'll get into that. Welcome to the Saturday Hangout. People, get your meal. What's that drink? What's that shit drink he has? Purdy's.
Small.
Check.
I'll check. Okay.
Don't forget your walnuts and ice cream.
Yeah,
With
walnuts and ice
cashew
cream.
nuts.
cut the
With cashew
check.
nuts.
Yeah, and everyone can super chat except
I
that
don't know.
youth and who's the other one?
Daddy used and
Good budgets. Like
Crystal.
like the bit.
I like evidence to
No,
scratch.
to be fair, I like that news because of the Bunyan tweets, the Bunyan ones. But we're going to be talking about Netherlands versus Turkey. We're going to be talking about GAKPO. Is GAKPO finally turning up for the Netherlands? We're going to be talking about England. We're going to be talking about the man in my AVI, Phil Foden. Is his daddy Pep saving his career?
And we're going to talk about Saka.
Does he deserve more
We will
respect?
also talk about Kobe Mino.
Technically, his name is Phil Walter Foden. So
Yeah, Walter, man.
Yeah, Walter. Yeah, okay. He's
How good is he really?
Walt Disney.
How good is he really? We need to question
You know
him. How good
what? We're
is
going
he?
to talk about all of that. So, guys, get the meal ready and enjoy the Saturday hangout. We're going to start off quickly. RDS opinions.
Yeah.
We're going to start off with the Netherlands-Turkey game, then we'll build up to England. Thoughts on Netherlands-Turkey RDS?
Okay, let's keep this stack. In that first half, Netherlands were cooked. They were cooked. They were. Turkey played incredibly well. That was an amazing ball by Güler, by the way, for that assist for that goal. And I said, I don't know if it was in the halftime space. I did say this. I was like, this kind of insistence to play Memphis Depay's number 9 just isn't.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Brick nets.
Yeah.
We continue.
Shout out to Arnes. Okay,
So, like-
look. I'll drop a brick. Hey, this
Top
one-
5, man. Top 5.
Yeah, drop. Just one more for good luck. One more for. Look, see, it was Bricknet. Bricknet got me. Bricknet got me. Bricknet got me. I'm sorry. I'm back. I'm back.
The show, like we're already talking about the first topic now. Like, so we can, continue with big up money.
The first topic. No, what it's for this. So, guys, welcome to the show. Shout out to the people who are saying because we are going to talk about England. So England is going to be top of the show. England, Switzerland, and we're going to have to talk about Foden. So we're having a Foden section. We're having a Saka section. We're having a Foden section, a Saka section, and just England in general as well. And we're talking about all of the blacks score the penalties. And yes, Cole Palmer is part of us. Okay, it is what it is. And then we're now going to talk about GAKPO and the Netherlands against Turkey. And just talking about the Netherlands, what GAKPO is doing, also looking ahead, obviously, to that semi-final. So, guys, it is what it is. I don't do that. Don't do that. I'm not using glow. Basically, induct BT. Okay, induct BT, man. So
HH, can you bring up my API for 1 second? Just one second.
Oh, okay. Oh yes, Maple Leafs. Yes.
Yeah. Big up Canada, man. Big up Canada, man. So I mean,
Alphonso Davies.
Yeah, I know people. This is
United States of Canada.
Yeah. No, I think especially we will have to address that. We will have to address that for sure. We're gonna have to address that. So, guys, that's what the show. Remember, guys, like the vid, subscribe if you're new, man, and feel free to send in any debates. Because remember, guys, your debateskis and the super chats will help to keep this channel thriving. So, okay, should we start with Foden or Saka?
No, start with Walter.
Walt Disney.
We're going straight to the question.
It's Phil Walter Foden. That's his full
middle name.
Oh, his name is Phil. Basically, his name is Walt Disney. What we're saying. Okay, so let's start with Phil. All right. So let's start with Foden. I want to start with Foden. So here is the reality here, and this is the reality that everybody has to accept. And the reality is this, and this is the reality. Let me just hit my this reality here. Foden is a talented player for Man City. I think we can all agree on that. Foden is trash for England. And I have a very simple question. It's a very, 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 very simple question. Why do people still persist in trying to get the best out of Foden? That is the thing that does baffles me, because this just connects with Saka.
Premier League text, man.
No, it's true, yeah, but I want to just focus on this whole Foden thing. Why is there still this focus on we're trying to get the best out of Foden? We're trying to get the best out of Foden. Because I ask myself that, why?
You know why?
No. I mean, I know, but okay.
He plays for the best team in England. That's why.
No, but put that to one side. Put that to one side. Put that to one side. My thing here is that Foden simply is garbage for England. He has played far too many games. He has played in his position for enough times where if you were that good, you should still be able to say what's up. For me, what I realized that why that this was so screwed up was that first half. I was like, okay, he looks better. He's improved, but you're not playing in your position. You're not playing in your number 10 position, and Bellingham is giving you the space to roam. And I'm like, if you're not scoring any goals, you don't create, you don't make any insightful passes, you're not really doing any playmaking, you're not even looking for passes the way that, let's say, a Cole Palmer does. So as I was looking at that game, I was like, what do you do? What do you contribute to this team? So we have to just have a harsh reality and a harsh appraisal to say Foden is useless for England. And people are afraid to say, don't be afraid to say Phil Foden is garbage for England. It is what it is. He's great for Man City. He's not good for England. And we can even go deeper. Is Foden really that good? Or are you only good because Pep, Bernardo Silva, KDB, Rodri make you look good? Because truly great players, they adapt. They find a way to now still see what's up and still affect the game. Because there's a certain guy who we need to give praise where, whether he's playing for England or whether he's playing for a club in North London, he still finds a way to be effective and still finds ways to affect the game. We have to keep it real. No more excuses for this guy. Zero excuses for this guy. He's crap. For England, he's garbage, he's crap, and he's a bomb. But the sad thing though is Southgate is going to keep starting this guy. He's going to keep starting this guy, and because trust me, maybe this whole Foden thing is going to come back and hit you in the face. Now, guys, maybe Foden will miraculously do something and now say what's up in the next game. But all I'm saying though is, from what we've seen thus far, he could score a 40-yarder in the semi-finals and beat Netherlands. He could score an overhead kick in the final. Even if he does so, for most of your England career, you have been a fruit-selling Class B brick. Ardes, talk to me. What is the issue with Foden? Or is it just garbage for
England? Walter as well?
Yes, sir.
I mean, first things first, it is difficult being a new dad, like, so baby's waking you up and stuff like that as well. So, there's a lot of, so no, I mean, he's a new father, keeping you up, and then, the wife's like, can you give me some help, etc., so your mind is sort of distracted in that respect where, like, you got to support. So
bro, you can't be serious.
It's quite possible that dude's distracted. He's a new dad, so, and he's just not in his game. Who knows? I don't know. You know what I mean? So, but the point is there's potential context here. Listen, at the end of the day, aside from probably Rodri, most City players have been trash this tournament. Let's be honest. They've been garbage. They've been trash. I even said before the penalties, I was like, please, for the love of God, don't let a Manchester City player take a penalty for England, because City players are known to just be trash at taking penalties. What I didn't know was that the Swiss manager didn't get the memo, and he made Akanji take a penalty, and sure enough, Akanji missed the penalty. Like, so,
Wait, I just don't end that miss. That was the worst penalty I've seen.
Also, that's what I'm saying. Don't let City players take penalties. They generally have, especially when it comes to big moments. Guerrero, et al., Bernardo Silva against Madrid. I can go on. So they're generally trash. But so I agree that.
But my thing, so for Foden, okay, what's the issue for Foden?
Yeah, I'm trying to circle on Foden because, like, we are going to clown Foden, but I'm also trying to agree with in the sense that, like, really, aside from Rodri, most City players that we've seen have not really had particularly good tournaments. So I don't think it's solely Foden. It's possible, and like, so you've got to give Pep credit here that, like, he's made these guys work in a fantastic system and she really well. But outside of that, again, aside from probably Rodri and maybe to an KBDB, but mostly Rodri, they're not really able to deliver. I mean, Haaland, great goal scorer. Where's Norway in this tournament? So, but specifically with Foden, clearly, I don't know if there's been a falling out with Anthony Gordon because Anthony Gordon is nowhere near in this team in terms of coming out. So there must be some fallout with him because the natural choice would be Anthony Gordon there on the left. In fairness to Southgate, at least today, tactically, maybe not necessarily personnel-wise, but tactically, he got the setup at least initially right. He matched Switzerland, and Switzerland really didn't really offer much, quite frankly, until they scored their goal. And that's actually when England started to go back. Bro, that was 5 minutes, man. That was 5 minutes.
Wait, was that like this for 5 minutes?
Yes, man. Yeah, for 5 minutes.
Oh my! No, because obviously I can't see anything because you just see like a circling thing like this. So I just say, that's bad. That's bad.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Certainly for the first, like I said, 65 minutes, I don't really think Switzerland did that much. What I would say, potentially maybe going forward, is if he does play on that left-hand side, it'll be interesting to see whether Southgate starts Shaw. Because when Shaw came on that left, finally you start to see a little bit more balance, which has been missing from this England side. So I do wonder whether Foden may start to play a bit better if he actually has an actual left back overlapping him. I don't know. But in summary, yeah, it's obviously clearly not working with Foden. He's not really done anything, really. Palmer, you can make a case.
Okay, so why do you think it is that we see a certain player for Man City and we don't see the same player for England? Like, not even the same player. We see a completely different dude.
Because Pep is a good coach, I guess. The system is like, Pep has created a brilliant system at Manchester City, and the vast majority of his players are used to that system. But outside of that system, these guys don't. It doesn't work. It just doesn't seem to work for most of these City players, and that's credit, to be fair, on Pep Guardiola. But quite frankly, I just don't really think they really know what Foden's role is. Is his role to create? He doesn't really do that. Is his role to create whip? He doesn't really do that. Is his role to even support Kane as a support striker? He doesn't really do that either, you know. So, but he has to play. It is what it is. He's a favourite. We'll see what happens. He's definitely.
So you say he has to play. So you're saying he has to play because he's a popular.
Well, to be honest, when you look, I mean, to be honest, England are playing the Netherlands. Like, I mean, it's not like him playing against the Netherlands will be a massive blow, because the Netherlands are also weird for different reasons. To be honest, in terms of where they play and defensive suspects. So maybe actually you probably do play Foden. I don't know. I just think that it's just one of those. You know that Gareth Southgate has his favourites. Foden is one of his favourites. He's obviously a country favourite. They love him. And it's one of those we said Southgate plays to the media. If you drop Foden, if you drop Kane, or he did obviously sub Kane off, that actually did surprise me. I know it was in additional time, but I thought that Kane would actually take a penalty. I don't know whether that was a need to protect.
We'll get there. Because I think I know what's constructed. We'll get there.
Yeah,
But if you see, I think on the whole Pep thing though is that I do believe that attacking players suffer outside of Pep's system because it's so intricate and it is so reliant on a particular pattern of players around them. Once you take those players out of that environment and all out of those passing patterns, they become lost. So for Foden, he's like, oh, bro, I have to do so much more adaptation than most other players based on just how micromanaged the system is at City. And it's fair enough and everything, but
I would think so. But I mean, if you're a good enough player, you'll be able to. Like I said, that's why I've said, with the exception of Rodri, because Rodri is not. Spain are not playing the Pep ball. Spain are definitely not playing Pep ball, and he's still gone into and he's doing fine. So I just think that sometimes, you know, if you're a quality player, and for me, when you talk about world class players, you're able to adapt in a good system. You can't say that someone is world class and they're relying on a system to be able to get the best out. They've got to adapt, and they've got to adapt in game, and that's why Rodri is world class.
Wait,
let me come to. Well, okay. Let me come to AK, Monimis, then Kenny. AK.
Yeah, wait, can you hear me properly?
Yeah, I can hear you.
So, on Philip, man, on Philip, they were telling me he was a Brazilian that was dropped off at Stockport.
Oh my God. That's stupid.
Actually, which Brazil are we talking about? Brazil post 2018?
Is this post 7-1 or pre-7-1 Brazil?
I don't know what Brazil they're talking about.
Yeah, is this Brazil of Richarlison and Anthony? You know,
that's not Brazil. That's Indonesia.
Yeah, that's Bolivia, man.
All right.
On Foden, man, I think, and I was so puzzled when they did the analysis on him in that first half, because I was like, apart from looking good on the ball and spraying a pass that was offside, by the way, to Kieran Trippier, what did he do? Like, what meaningful action did he do in the game? Did he try to progress his team up the field?
Oh, yeah. He put the ball over the top for Saka.
Okay. What came of it?
Nothing.
Did it result in anything? Okay, so I mean, Phil Foden is an example of, if you're aesthetically pleasing on the ball, you can get away with anything, bro. I mean, this guy, I haven't seen him be effective for England since, I think, a friendly like 2 or 3 years ago against Iceland. We to be fair, he balled out then. But I feel like today he played in his natural position. He plays in number 10. He played in like that inside right role, and it just seemed like all of his long passes were overhit. He didn't read the runs of, you know, the fullbacks or the wingers that were, you know, that were running in behind, and he doesn't feel like a number 10, bro. I don't understand why we call Foden number 10. The guy's best attribute is goal scoring in almost that area just outside the box. Like he's not a great creator.
So what is he for City? What role does he play at City? Is it number 10 or does he play on the right?
No, he's a good dribbler. I'll give him that. He's a good dribbler. I'll give him that. He has a good shooting from outside the box, but apart from that, he doesn't really have anything.
So okay, what's it called? Let me come to what's it called. Money May, talk to me.
HH, can you just put up my AVI?
Oh sure, man. Let me put this up.
No, everyone else saw it, but you didn't. So.
Mm.
Nah, I felt cute. Might delete.
Somebody don't.
Highlights.
Yeah.
Highlights versus Switzerland, man. Anyway.
Nah, HH. Thing. The Pep point over Foden's a very interesting one because although we associate Pep's football with being boring, when he first came into Man City, it wasn't. It was never boring. I always maintain that I probably believe the best Pep team I saw post Barcelona was the first 2 years of what he did at City. Like even though they didn't win the Champions League, even though they didn't win the Champions League, but some of the football they were playing those days was like silky, quick, incisive, fast-playing football. But at some point during that time, Pep realized that. Well, he not realized, but more so thought to himself, I can't win the UCL, which is what City wanted to win, playing that style. So he decided to do terrorism with a football, 90% possession with about 10 shots a game, not really impacting anything. And we're just here to pass it, keep the ball, pass it, keep the ball, pass it, keep the ball. Foden has been raised in that system under Pep for 3 years. Because City have played like this since probably 2021, where it's just pass it, keep it, pass it, keep it, where you're not actually doing anything. Like, he gets in between the lines, receives it, and then plays a simple pass. That doesn't make any sense. The whole point of you receiving in between the lines is that you receive it in the difficult area, but by taking that risk of receiving it in the difficult area, you've now opened up your body. And now you're facing the attack to where you are capable of now taking another risk, which can unlock the defense.
But then, if you know what Pep's about, it's very risk averse, which is that because remember his whole thing is that keep passing and wait for that opening. So Foden is still programmed to that whole. We still need to do a few more passes before the opening. Whereas I know for international football, as you say, once you've taken the ball in the half turn, I've now opened up. You've got to make that impactful, direct ball that's actually trying to initiate something rather than the short, safe pass. So
yeah, 100%. Like, there's no point receiving the ball in between the lines to keep it simple. All you did was just ask for the ball in a difficult area to keep it simple. If that's the case, you could have just received it in front of the defense instead of receiving it in between the lines and just kept it simple. All you did was show off a bit by receiving it in a difficult area. But then you play the simple pass. It doesn't make any sense. HH, this guy has played in 3 international tournaments. Last Euros, World Cup, last Euros. The guy has produced 3 goals in 40 matches. 3 goals in 40 matches. HH, Bukayo Saka, and we're going to talk about him later because people need to start showing him respect. Bukayo Saka has more man of the matches than Copa and Foden have goals combined for England.
Okay, you know what?
That's wild. Yeah.
Oh my God.
That was an unnecessary stray at Cole Palmer. Come on, he has barely played for England. Come on.
But Betsy, but this is my point. The conversation has always been, we need to get the best out of Foden. We need to get the best out of Bellingham. We need to get the best out of Cole Palmer. And it's players who are actually performing that are getting shoved to the side to accommodate what precisely? I don't know. Okay,
because I think the stupidity is Pep's system. See, if let's say Southgate's philosophy and Pep's was similar, then it would make sense. Their philosophies are so different. The way they view football is so different. Like, it's from different galaxies. That to now try and say get the best out of Foden in Southgate's system is the most stupid thing that you can think of. What you have to do is be like, Foden, you have to find a way to adapt. It's not about Southgate adapting to Foden. You see, the issue is this. If Foden was Messi or Neymar, build the team around him because he's that kind of a player. But he's not that kind of player, and he'll never be that kind of a player. So there's no point in building your team around him or trying to get the best out of him. Because because the issue is that he works well for a particular system that is light years completely different from what Southgate's system is about.
And the thing is that, okay, let's be real. He's not a better winger than any of the wingers at the tournament because he's not a winger. So he shouldn't be playing on the wings. Then we take into consideration the number 10 role. England don't have a midfielder or a number 6 who's capable of picking long passes. Declan Rice is a destroyer who just likes to drive with the ball. Kobbie Mainoo's best attributes is short passing and driving with the ball. They're great players, but they don't unlock a defence. So if you look at the profiles of what England need, the logical thing is Cole Palmer should start over Phil Foden, because although Foden is a better goal scorer than Cole Palmer has something that Phil Foden doesn't have, and what I've seen a lot of him do for Chelsea this season, and that's the ability to play a final pass or the pass that unlocks a defence. That's one of his best attributes. I think that's probably his best attribute. I'd probably say his passing is probably better than his dribbling for Cole Palmer. Palmer's actually a number 10. He's not really a winger. Yes. So he should be playing in that number 10 position. But he's not going to start. Why? Because PR. Foden just has PR. Come, HH, you really think in the English national team, the Premier League Player of the Year is going to hold bench? Let's be logical here. Gareth ain't got the balls to do that, and the media won't let him live it down.
And I think the issue is, forget this whole. I think the whole Premier League thing is what's messing things up. Southgate believes he has to play the Premier League's best player. It's like, what? How can? And which is so crazy. We are now in game 6. This is game 6 now, and we are still trying to figure out how to get up. Oh, Foden is still going to start. You've played 5 games with this dude, and this guy has literally been garbage and super ineffective. But because he's the Premier League poster boy and the best player in the Premier League, it's created an issue. The worst thing that happened to this England team was Foden winning that award. Because the moment he won that award, he has to play, which is stupid. And what Southgate has realized is that forget that Bournemouth award. It's about who plays well for me and what is the most effective thing. It is so clear that the Foden, this guy doesn't fit into this freaking team. He doesn't fit into this freaking team. And I think when we now talk about the other guy, is now realize that no, Foden isn't needed for England to succeed. Another guy is needed for the England to succeed, but Foden is not needed for England to succeed. He's not. What's it called? Let me come to your boy J2S. Talk to me and then come to you, Kane. J2S.
I don't know if anyone watched the BBC. Like, if in the UK you watch BBC, that first half post-match, it was kind of crazy because I was like, I did watch England for once, and I was like, what are they talking about? England played really well. Micah Richards. That guy, he's not
going to talk about
that was
cringe. Mainoo or something.
That was cringe. That was cringe.
Yeah, he's not a pundit because they were creasing over, Phil Foden's in number 10, he's this, he's that. I'm just going to say something quick. First half numbers, 0 goals, 0 assists, 0 shots, 0 chances created, 0 cross.
Disaster class.
Crazy. Michael Richards is just a bouncer that talks football. It's not really a pundit, man.
Easy.
Oh my god.
Nah, he looks like HH. You know, he looks like security.
Have you seen the video of Roy Keane fighting that guy, Michael Richards?
No, you see, look, let me. Okay.
Yeah.
This is all I'll say. All I'll say is because for me, I don't want to bad my thing. All I'll say is that I don't take Michael Richards serious. Like, he's not an analyst for me, and that's I'll leave it as that. So it is what it is. Like, for me,
he had actually said that if he wasn't a footballer, he would have become a supermodel.
Oh my
no, but
God.
if we've been real, like Michael Richards in most of these panels, like when it comes to football knowledge, is the worst of them.
For me, he's just here to he's here to entertain people. Let's be real.
No. He's a professional clown. Like he's there to be a professional clown and thing, which is crazy. So can you talk to me, Foden? What's the issue here, man? With this dude?
There's too many excuses for the guy.
Too many.
First, he was positioning. I'm tired of the excuses. Today's game, he played him more centrally. He still was ineffective. For me, at the end of the day, like, it's just not performed. You tried something, it didn't work, and the excuses they find for this guy, for me, is crazy. And like I said, if you look at the way Pep plays, like, they control the ball and they play a very, like, it's possession heavy, and you can play him right winger maybe for that Pep style. This is England. England don't have these players, and I'm tired of hearing like English fans here who want to control the ball and all that. You guys don't have the players for that.
No,
you guys need to play direct football and high tempo type football. And for that type of football, Foden just don't fit. You just don't fit what the team is trying to do. There's a reason why for the past two tournaments, Saka has been the best player. There's a reason why. If he's that type of football, he's a winger that's direct. If you look at even France that play similarly, you look at the wingers, for all he's a bomb, at least Dembele can dribble past people. Foden cannot dribble past any man. Imagine putting Foden if you see Foden 1v1 against a fullback, you're not going to be scared for the fullback.
No, I'm just saying real quick. So obviously, I'm just looking at people in the street say, "Oh, speak on Bellingham." The issue is Bellingham has also been bad. He's done something. The reason why we're dedicating to Foden is that Foden has an overhead kick. That's saved England from going through. No. The issue was
build the team around him.
No. The reason why we're talking about Foden is that he has literally done nothing. For 5 games, he has literally not contributed a single thing towards England. And he has literally done nothing. And you are the Premier League best player playing for Man City in an attacking role, and you have literally contributed zilch and zero. Like, out of that attacking unit that included him, Saka, Bellingham, and Kane, you're the only attacker who has contributed nothing.
It's not Mike working now.
Yeah. We're talking about Foden, and you want to bring all the people. Let's talk about the man there. I don't know why people are trying to diverse conversation. He's been bad.
To protect him.
I don't know all this. What has he done, especially for England? What has he done to deserve that type of protection? The guy's done nothing. It's not as if he's had a great tournament.
You know what it is? Actually, I don't know if I figure it out. I feel that people have a fantasy, and they are desperate to hold on to that fantasy. The fantasy is Foden is like the next
star.
Gaza. He's a star. So in people's minds, he's this amazing star because for them it's like, wow. Remember, Premier League is all people watch. He is one of the best players in one of the greatest Premier League teams ever, and it was both of the best Premier League players. So in their mind, this our English player, our starlet, a guy that we can connect with. This is the guy that we can see also because Kenny, how real do you want to get?
We're here for the convos, man.
Okay. So the reality is this: the
just let it all out.
The average English fan, who can he identify more with, Foden or Saka?
Oh, of course we know it is.
So for the average, and also it is what it is. Let's just keep it a stack. Let's just talk real. This is not about this is real. No, let's just be real. The average English guy who lives in the countryside, who's living in Winnish, Kingsbury, or so not City. For those dudes in Slough, Winnish, Kingsbury, Sudbury, Twickenham, Southend, for those dudes, they identify more with Foden than with Saka. So for them, Foden has to succeed because I can connect with that.
To be fair, what I accept that to an extent, we're also talking about him being replaced for Palmer. So Palmer, so if we're going to go that, he could play Palmer, and then we don't have any conversation.
No, but RDS.
You know what I mean? So
the thing is that they never have the conversation. They never have the conversation with Palmer and Foden. They always push Palmer being over Saka, but they never want to have the conversation of Palmer and Foden, which is what the conversation should actually be. It should be Palmer or Foden.
It should be Palmer.
I mean, basically, because it is so obvious. Because when I was looking at that first half, I was like, England, you need a playmaker. Because it's right, you have the balance. Now you have the structure. This thing actually sort of, on a structural level, makes lots more sense. But you're not even coming close to testing someone because nobody can create. So because here's the thing, you should have taken Maddison. That is the true national. You should have taken, but you didn't take him. So now in your entire squad, you only have one playmaker, and that is Palmer. Palmer is the closest thing to a playmaker because you decided not to take James Maddison, which was a stupid move. Because the thing with Foden is that this guy, he contributes nothing. He contributes nothing because for Foden, if this guy doesn't score a goal, do you break the lines? Do you dribble past guys? Do you place through balls? Do you play guys into space? Are you not? There's nothing that you're doing. So you're literally a waste of space.
Yeah, for me,
it's the main question.
Every time I watch him play, he takes the safe option. There's no risk taken in his play. He takes the easy pass. Doesn't even try to go past this man. I'm like, you're supposed to be a difference maker in this team.
But that's
you're
Pep
supposed
coaching.
to be.
That's Pep
I'm
coaching.
seeing too much safe stuff. I'm like, you're supposed to be one of the main guys. Take risk. For like we can clown Bellingham. At least Bellingham tries stuff.
I agree.
And the thing is that he tries stuff, and most of the time he doesn't. He ends badly. But at least I see him trying. Like he's trying to take people on. Foden is just there playing like this neutral football, just offering nothing, simple stuff.
No, facts. I'd rather have someone who tries and fails.
I think it's true because it's massive. Like, let's be objective. We're not hits. Yeah, like we get it. Bellingham ain't this amazing high tech guy, but he is trying to make something happen. What is so damning about Foden is that your football is so safe, it's so risk averse.
Can I say
but
something?
You're playing such a crucial role that your football can't be risk averse.
You can't be a risk averse number 10. That makes
one
no
thing
sense.
before the Saka goes. One thing, Smasi. If you actually watch back on the game, because a lot of the time, and it was even more frustrating watching Foden, is that like he's constantly showing wanting the ball to his feet, but in the wrong positions. Before the goal that Saka scored, you can literally see an image of him looking frustrated that Saka didn't pass to him, and then Saka obviously scores the goal, and it's just like. And
here's the thing: if Saka
what were you going to do if you got the ball?
That's what I'm saying, honey, mate.
Because that's funny. Okay, what were you going to do? Wait. Hold on. Let's use a DeLorean and go back in time. So let's say Saka passes him that ball. Foden, are you going to shoot? No. You're going to hold on to the ball and maybe just place a crossfield pass after. Saka was like, screw that. We are 1-0 down. I'm going to shoot on goal. And obviously score. So my thing, though, is for Foden, if you're going to ask for the ball, do something when you receive the freaking ball. But the fact that this guy, you are offering nothing.
Can I talk?
Quickly, can you pull my AV quickly?
Foden is trash. He has been trash. He has been...
Wait, hold on, wait. What does it say?
It says what time are you coming over?
Oh,
Foden. What does that mean? It means I'm not showing up.
Yeah, obviously.
That's crazy. Wait, so go for it.
As a number 10, he has been trash. He hasn't created anything. He's too safe for international football. We all know that. But Jude Bellingham hasn't been any better. He tries, it's not the standard. And by the way, can we say that Saka is the MVP of this team?
No, wait, hold on, Smash. No. Saka has his own section.
Has Saka been bad in any of these games? Like really
No, wait, hold on. We'll get there. Wait, Smash, but quick question, Smash. My thing though is Bellingham and Foden, they've both been bad and they both underperformed. Who's done more, Bellingham or Foden?
Bellingham has done more, but they're both trash.
No, Smash. No, Smash. Smash. That's not what we're going to do. They've both been bad. One guy has been worse. Like Bellingham has been bad. Hold on. Bellingham has been bad. Smash. Bellingham has been bad and has grossly underperformed. He has 2 goals, one of those being an overhead kick that kept England in the competition. Foden has not contributed anything in this entire tournament.
Yeah,
and the first goal was a winner. The first goal was a winner. Yeah.
Just quickly, HS. Just quickly,
He
HS.
scored the winner, congrats on that, but he has been trash, HS.
No, but Samasi, I'm sorry. I'd rather a number 10 who tries to do something and fails than a number 10 who does nothing. How can you be a number 10 that doesn't try to do anything?
And also, see, that's the frustration because
can we give Southgate also the blame because Bellingham is not a number 10 and Foden isn't creative enough and just is good in the Pep system. So play Palmer as the number 10.
But
that's a fair point. That's a fair point.
Look, see, in this system where he has 2 10s, Foden, get off, Bellingham and Palmer. Now, if he now goes back to 4-2-3-1, then yes, Bellingham 8 puts Palmer in the 10. But the way this formation works, and see, here's the thing. This formation is
second striker, by the way. I think he would be more effective.
No. Here's my thing. This is Southgate. For Southgate, this formation works best for what Southgate is about, which is that we are hard to break down, 3 defenders, pragmatism, and it's about the game when we attack. This is the formation that works best for Southgate.
On how many international tournaments has Bellingham won? It's just about his comments. That annoyed me.
Can I talk on Foden?
Can I speak on it?
I also need to speak on it as well.
Yeah, J2S no matter than Bezzy. J2S.
Yeah, so I was basically saying that first off was crazy from Michael Richards saying the number 10 England's playing really well. They all said this and they didn't realise both England and Switzerland had 0 shots on target. They mentioned Switzerland having 0. I'm like, dude, England have 0 too.
No, Jason, did you know what was
that's
so
embarrassing,
crazy?
man.
No, just do you know what's so crazy? The first thing that these knuckleheads did was they did like a player focus on Foden's first half.
Bro, I thought they were going to talk about Manu or something. Or like,
I thought it was going to be Manu. These guys really did like a player focus, following all the things that Foden was doing about how, like, look at how better he looks in the number 10. I was like, are you guys insane?
If you watch the highlights, it was just full Foden getting the ball, doing a little turn, and then passing it back. I'm like, that isn't highlights because they were saying, oh, him and the number 10, it's just great. These were his first half numbers. 0 goals, 0 assists, 0 shots, 0 chances created, 0 crosses completed, 8 times possession lost. That was his first half highlights, but apparently he was the number 1 guy. When you had Saka, who was doing everything on the right.
This is what England wanted to achieve.
Konza was keeping the I think it was Vargas or Ndoye out of the game. You had
Konza was good,
Konza was good.
There was no criticism for Kane. They didn't look at that. No Kane, no Foden. Bellingham, he was iffy. Mainu and Saka were the best 2 players in that first half. I don't understand. I know why they didn't go into it because, there's differences. There's clear difference in Kane and Foden and Mainu and Saka. I'm not going to say what they are, but we all know what they are. But, I think this is another crazy stat. England have had 4 shots on target for at least 2 games that they've had. 3 of them being goals. That is efficiency. That's crazy. And then Foden in number 10, he just isn't it. We've seen it. So we're going to say, people saying he wasn't played in his best position. He played number 10 then. What did he do? Where you had Saka was at left back at one point. You had Saka doing different positions because eventually Trent came on the right. Saka went to left at the end. And he was still playing good. It doesn't matter what position you're in. If Saka's doing it,
this is what I'm trying to say. In my first comments, like this idea that, like, for me, if you're going to be class, I'm not saying Saka's world class, but if you're ever going to be classed as a world class player, you have to be able to adapt in game to whatever your manager wants, and you have to do it. People aren't talking about, as you said, Saka playing at right wing, left full back, all the rest of it, adapting different positions. They're talking about, but we need to get Foden to play specifically in a specific position. So you can't tell me that this guy's a good player if he has to only work one way and he can't adapt.
If we have to do so many things to try to get the best out of you, you can't be that great a player. Truly great players, give me the ball, I will try to at least find a way to affect the game. Because the thing about football is you'll receive the ball. And when you receive the ball, you still have agency to at least try to do something and make something happen when the ball comes to you.
Yeah,
and for Foden, when the ball comes to this dude, you're not doing anything.
No, but
Bro, a
even when
football
he
pitch is a
plays in his
football pitch.
professional, when they play him in this position, even he doesn't even perform. Then
He doesn't.
Exactly.
I don't even.
No.
I don't even.
That's what. This was the acid test because really Bellingham was probably a lot more wide. Foden, you were now fully in your number 10 position. So this was fully your position where you normally play. Nothing. So of what use is this dude?
Yeah, another thing is it doy to have more kids during the Euros than goals and assists in all your games?
That's crazy. That's crazy.
That's wild. That's wild. No, just can you say that?
Oh my god.
Can you say that again? Can you say that again?
He's had more kids during the Euros than goals and assists.
You know that he has the same amount of kids that goes for England.
And people saying, "Oh, we have to play Foden because he's." Yeah, people saying we have to play. They have to play Foden because he's the player of the season. You saw the difference between Cole Palmer came on the pitch. He was driving with the ball, moving forward, creating chances. The link up with him and Saka. Kane wasn't really in the game. Bellingham, it was all getting around. No, Phil Foden. How many formations is Southgate going to do? How many midfield combinations is he going to do?
The thing is that Cole Palmer wasn't amazing when he came on, but at least he's trying to do something.
We saw something.
And I think see, that's the whole point is that for football, not everything's going to come off. Because football is about trial, error, because all you need is for one thing to come off and score a goal. Remember, this isn't the basketball where it's like 10-6. It's about just one thing comes off, and then you get a goal, and then boom, you win 1-0. So you are going to make mistakes, but you have to trial and error. And the thing with Palmer is that he's trying to make things happen. He's trying to ask some questions. For Foden, you're not trying to ask any questions whatsoever. And I think the issue is that you are coming from football that's extremely safe and risk averse. And you come to a situation where, like, look at Bernardo Silva for Portugal. Like, for a lot of these, because remember, Rodri is not an attacking player. For guys who are attacking players, you can see this. Look at Alvarez. Look at Alvarez in the Copa America now. So for Alvarez, Bernardo Silva, KDB, thingy, these attacking players who are like final third players in the Pep system, they are suffering when they now go to their country teams because their country teams do not play the way that Pep wants them to play. But fine, maybe that's fine. Don't blame Pep because Pep gave you guys 100%. A UCL league. So no, don't blame Pep was giving you trophy. Blame you. You guys have to adapt. It's not Pep's fault. You have to adapt.
The most ironic thing would be if England make the final and then Foden scores. That'd be the most ironic thing because we know what's going to happen there.
He'll be made a king, and they said
exactly.
Finally, we're waiting. This is what we're waiting for. And I know what they say. The Blacks walked so that Foden could fly. Basically, that's what they say.
Jesus,
Money Mace.
No, but
have you read this?
Does that include Cole Palmer?
No, but HH on a real like.
Okay.
I think people put too much stock into this whole you have to play in your position in order to. Bro, a football pitch is a football pitch. The dimensions are the same. The positions are very similar. You're not. It's not like he's been asked to play in goalkeeper. You're still in the forward line. So try and impact the game and do something in a forward position. Like, people put too much stock in this. He has to play this position and he has to play that position. This is modern day football. Modern day football specialists are dead. There's no such thing as a specialist anymore.
No.
Can I say something?
No, wait, hold on. Because that's why I use like Palmer's example, where just give Palmer the ball left, number 10 right. You can just see there's just that natural ability that he's trying to figure out something to try to create space and make things happen. For Foden, it's like, wait a minute, so you're saying that because you're on the left, you now are completely ineffective. Now, you may not be as effective, but you can't be completely ineffective because you're played out of proper position. Because at the end of the day, when you receive the ball, you're still a footballer. The ball is still at your feet, so you still have agency to try to now creatively do something based on when you receive the ball. Actually, no, let me come to Nomad and to Bet. You've not spoken yet, and we'll get to the jobs and then to Saka. Nomad.
It is the problem is about protecting the Premier League and the Premier League's reputation. That's why Man City is never, there's never criticism of Man City when they bomb in the Champions League. There's never, criticism of Man City players when they bomb for their national teams, because the players represent Man City, which is the best team of the Premier League, and Man City represents the best that the Premier League has to offer. And Premier League, more than a football league, now has become a product. And you cannot let the stock of that product fall, because then everything falls apart, because it doesn't have the best quality. This isn't the Premier League of the 90s or the early 2000s. You need people to keep watching it, no matter how trash it is, no matter how much Man City is walking all over it. And that's why Phil Foden is never going to get the kind of criticism that he deserves. And as far as England, Rice is the number 6. Kobe Mainoo is the number 8. Jude Bellingham is the attacking number 8. Cole Palmer is the number 10. Saka is the right winger. Kane is the number 9. The only place that remains is the left wing. And I'm sorry, it's either Gordon or Eze. So how come you can say that we have to shoehorn in Foden into this system and then negatively affect all the other players playing in all the other positions?
Because he's the Premier League best player of the year. He's the PFA player of the year, so he has to play. It's
Yeah,
politics.
PR.
Yeah, but
PR.
HH, we all know Pep could play Grealish instead of his place and still make it work. It wasn't him. It was Pep. It wasn't Phil Foden. And even that award that he got, it was highly misplaced.
Oh no, I know.
You can't say
But
he deserved it.
No. Of course, look, let's be real. Everyone knows that Rodri is City's best player, and Rodri was City's best
Exactly.
player last season. But he had the award. That is what it is. So that now plays into Southgate's man, and Southgate isn't brave enough to be like, screw that. This guy isn't performing for me.
So is this what's going to happen? So these Premier League merchants in the football, in the national team management, and in the media, and even in the squad, they're going to keep sabotaging this national team, and they're never going to win anything. This has been happening for the past half a century.
To be fair, Kane plays in the Bundesliga this season, and Tony and Watkins play in the Premier League should probably be starting over him.
And on others, no, because Kane, that's a whole other. So cool. Let me come to Betty real quick, and then I'll take it dubs, and then I want to talk about Saka. Betty, go for it.
So, first of all, let me say, if I ever need to hate on someone, I'm hiring Samasi, because man, she's gonna ride for me until the end. The hate that she has for Bellingham. But yeah, let's go. I think
if we talk about the Netherlands,
Samasi, thank you. Samasi, thanks. Betsy.
You got to be careful. It's a trigger word. It's a trigger word.
Betsy.
He's not German.
I'm just a little bit curious because I agree with RDS was saying that I don't think you can be world class if you have to have like everything like your own way for you to succeed. So Foden can never be world class as of right now. But I would be curious if UEFA weren't BRICS and they didn't give that, I don't know, 1 year suspension to Jude. I'd be curious to see Foden through the middle with actually a proper winger on like, just so they could have more space. I don't know, like
wait, to do what?
How much more space?
What difference would it make?
I would just be curious to see what you could do with actually proper width on both sides, because we see England.
No, Betty, stop. Foden is not a playmaker. He's not a passer. He's not a creator. So give him as much space and everything. He isn't finding those killer passes to those wingers. It's not happening. Like
he's a turn and shoot guy.
No, because Betsy, we know what his game is. We've seen him for Man City. He is pass, shots, pass, shoot. So he's a goal scoring number 10. He's not a playmaker.
Exactly. Yeah.
He's just sexy at box crashing.
Sorry, go for it. That's it.
Yeah, as I was saying, England, like the way they play, there's like no balance, because it's just play the ball to Saka and hope that he creates. And it doesn't help Foden as well that they're playing with 10 men, because Harry Kane is like, I barely saw him this match. I hope he doesn't get scot-free, because you guys need to talk on him as well.
Yeah, no. We'll touch on Kane. Okay, look, let's get some dubs. So let me just see some of this.
And sorry, let me just say one last thing. Like Foden, seriously, how How can you have a higher expected babies than goals in this tournament?
All right, okay, hold on. Okay, so wait, let's just do.
He's a good shooter.
Oh wow! All right, so
clearly on the
hold
field.
on. 15 UCLs. Hold on, 15 UCLs. So I've seen the lights. Straight to pens is the way, bro.
Golden goal.
You know what? You know what? I'm with that. I'm with that. See,
I can't do this anymore.
You have an hour and a half. Just wait for them to score. I don't know. I don't want to the 30 minutes.
It's either you bring back golden goal or it's straight to pens.
Yeah.
Bring back
Oh,
golden
you were
goal.
saying golden goal, please.
Golden goal. Bring back golden goal. Bring back golden goal. Because now it gets real. Anybody can be a hero. Next goal wins. From Baptiste Leas, thank you for the dub, man. Huge fan of your channel from Switzerland. Just to wonder how much you rate Shaqiri's talent. He's the most naturally gifted bowler my country has ever had, and the Swiss. Shame Yakin didn't put him on earlier. Why wasn't he starting?
No. The question is, why didn't he take the penalty first?
Forget that. Why wasn't he starting?
No,
Bro,
let's be real. Like Shaqiri is not physically speaking. It's not the same as it used to.
But why not bring him on at least a little bit earlier, especially when the game is tight?
That's what you could have done. Bring him on.
Bring him on in the 75th or just before extra time.
Why was Akanji the first on the penalties?
That was wild.
That's the thing I didn't understand. But
did you guys watch his corner?
Wait, half up creepy look hot. EPL Merchants LL thinks Dumfries and Upa are still bad. Oh, look.
Upa Maguire needs to be sold. I don't care if he's.
No, Dumfries is different in Italy.
Okay. Are you eating in that picture?
I don't know what I'm doing in that picture, man. I don't know. Have a creepy. And Foden looking forward to the semi while Musiala.
Fuck yes.
All right, so Daddy Us. Pom, the French DI Ballon d'Or rep forced on us.
Oh, that's crazy. Right. DEI, that's crazy.
That's wild.
German taxpayers demand accountability from
Daddy Us is an asshole, bro.
What have you done in your life?
Jesus Christ, this is a woman to Daddy Us.
That's wild.
You fucking coward.
Daddy Usige, Messi needs to grab United by it's again like 09 and 2011, man. Oh wow, that's what
does he have to do?
I have no idea. Creepy look hot. Spoken more on England and players than other nations like Italy, Germany. You're just an agenda drama looking clown. The Copa is on. Shouldn't the football analysts be watching? And that's watching spelled WATCHIN.
Don't bother with this game.
Shout out to Rodriguez, boys. Balling.
He's from the hood, that's why.
From Daddy Us, never put your faith in ex
boobies. Daddy Us, Can I say something? Daddy Us, you're a coward.
Actually, like one of the best rivalries is Samasi versus Daddy Us, bro. That's actually one of the best, bro. This beats Stone Cold versus The Rock. This can rival Stone Cold versus The Rock. Bro, these guys have had like an ongoing rivalry for this has been months now, bro.
Can I ask Daddy Us a question?
Ask a question.
You fucking coward. If you want to say something, pull up on the Hangout and say it, okay?
Fair play.
Now, Smasi, I'm not sure whether I want to hear what Daddy Us sounds like. That's the thing.
It'll be just what Daddy sounds like.
Yeah, me neither.
I don't think I want to. Okay, you know what? Daddy Us, the invite is out there. Samasi says, "Come on here, so we can hear." So you and Samasi can both have it.
Say it to my face, you piece of shit.
Oh, wow. Imagine that. Okay, hold on. Shout away. First Havertz, and now I live to see Foden exposed. Wait, is that Dr. Philip?
Can I say something about Havertz?
Oh, that was yesterday.
Wait. Zating TV. HH, I better hear this national anthem in Copa America. Oh, Canada. Can we really depend on Messi? His daddy, Di Maria, isn't playing. No. Look, we'll touch on Canada before. Canada are not beating Argentina. Stop it. Let's stop. Gretzky.
Win this Copa, we're inducting both Americas, man. Like, so both Americas are inducted, man. So.
Christopher Columbus is getting inducted.
With Canada, what are we going to say?
Oh, no. we're all Canadian then. If that happens, bro. A shout out to
Canada.
Southgate had his 100th match today. 60? What? 60? Wow, 60 wins, 24 draws, 16 L's, 60% win rate with penalty as a draw. Pen with win loss, 63 wins, 20 draws, 17 losses, 3 pens wins, and 1 pen at Euro 21. Look, here's the thing. He's the most successful English manager ever.
Yeah,
like
except
bro,
the manager in 66. Yeah.
Final, semi-final, and another semi-final. Bro,
Yeah,
like
four
no manager has
tournaments
had that.
Without contact, though.
That's
Without
why he hasn't
contact.
lost his job.
Because remember, with Bobby Robson, they went out in the quarters in '86. Then obviously they got to the semis in 1990. Venables only had that one tournament in '96.
But wasn't the
Who was
opposition
the
tougher back
manager in
then, though?
66?
HH. Have they won?
Was that Alf Ramsey in '66?
Mm.
Wait, who's doing in '66?
Oh,
Was
no.
it Churchill? Shout out to your boy Wing. HH used to insist Foden is quality. Hashtag Mr. Shades indoors. No, he's a talented, ineffective player.
I mean,
He's still a talented player.
Actually, no, I have a who's
Actually, no. I've still got
basically
the man receipt.
He's not even he's not even a number 10. He's a number 8 who has no defensive work rate. He's useless.
Okay, Ifman, World Cup EU own goal stats. World Cup 98, 6 own goals. World Cup 2014, 5 own goals. World Cup 2018, 12 own goals. Now in the group stage, current record, World Cup 22, 2 own goals. Euros 21, 11 own goals. Euro 24, 10 own goals so far.
Big up own goals, man. Big up own goals.
Bro, own goal is saying what's up. Own goal is saying what's up. So we're on 10 own goals. Own goal is saying what's up.
Better than Sane.
Yes,
Better than Sane.
Yeah, of course, one goes better than Sane.
Yes,
Josh, Germany hasn't beaten Spain since 1988. Spain.
So
All right,
what,
thank you.
Joshua?
All right,
So what?
thank you, brother. Josh again.
I'm not over
Germany's
them.
worst nightmare is about to come true. Holland or England will be champion on German soil. Germany's two biggest rivals, and even if it's not to them, Germany, daddy, Spain will win on their soil.
Okay,
So I think France will have a chance.
Down bad.
I feel that.
Well, then no,
I
it's
feel that.
it's really bad for Germany though,
Hey,
because it's either Spain, France, who Germany so-called dominated in the
I
1945
feel that.
era.
I hate Mbappe, so France are out. I hate
Yeah, that's how
England,
football
so
works,
they
isn't
are
it?
out. And Spain robbed us, these fuckers. So
Wow.
Wow.
go for the Dutch. Go
She's not
for
wrong.
the Dutch.
Shout
okay?
out.
Man, Samasu, you got a hell of a mouth.
Yeah. Oh,
Yo.
whoa.
No one's sweating. It's a cussing. Calm down. Cussing, you idiot.
Blackfield. Okay, let's settle down. Let's settle
Well,
down.
that's
Let's
even
settle-
crazy when you add
Let's
the
okay.
Kells
Let's
after
scroll. Let's roll it down. Shout out to QC. Let's shout out to QC.
He cusses a lot, bro.
Whoa, Blackfield. No. Let's not do that. QC, it's seen the script. 120 minutes. Set.
I think so.
HH, what are you going to do
Oh,
if Conor
no,
Gallagher-
no,
what are you gonna do
no,
if Conor
no.
Gallagher robs Mbappe over Euros?
It's gonna
No,
happen.
no.
No. If
Upamecano
it
own
is
goal.
England France final, we're getting 120 minutes all the way to pens.
It's gonna
I don't-
be
Oh,
the worst
no.
final ever. I can see it.
I don't know if you guys have seen the text.
Bro. No, but let me tell you right now. If it's France England, guaranteed 0-0, 2 chances in 2 hours.
How many shots? Have you got?
3. So England gets
that's
2,
pretty
France
high.
have 1, which is a deflection.
No. Upamecano own goal, 118th minute.
Yes.
That'd be the perfect way.
No.
to end the Premier.
No. I'm sorry right now. It's going to be 0-0. It's going to be 0. No,
Yeah.
but the most ironic thing is that if France lose on own goal, that would be hilarious.
No. HH. Hey, here's the plot. It goes to penalties. Okay, and it's Mbappe versus Jude Bellingham to win the penalties for respective. That literally, that is Hollywood. Mbappe misses his penalty, Jude scores, and then Mbappe goes to Real Madrid the day after.
By the way, HH.
Wait, hold on. Let me quickly this, George. So, Zolting TV. Hold on, let's be real. Foden wasn't the best player in the Premier League or for City. Oh, no. Rodri literally went like 70 games unbeaten with City with clutch goals. Brexit. No. Here's the thing. Yes, he received
That
the
was my
award,
point.
But no, man, we all know. But the issue is that they're going to use it and say, well, he won it officially. But really, of course, Rodri was City's best player. 100%. Everyone knows that Rodri is more important to City than Foden. Foden is not Man City's best player. We know this.
What is the system over there? Let's be
Oh, of course he is. Half-Hope's creepy look hot. Musiala loves dribbles yesterday. Harsha can't wait for his semi.
Stats are fucking annoying me right now.
Sorry, Mr. Beta. Foden has a great kid peg goal ratio. Hashtag produce, hashtag not. What the?
Whoa, why would you say the last hashtag? What's wrong with you?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay, you know.
Also, the
name
is maybe baiting.
Yo, Samat. Whoa. Spain owns
I'm not
Premier
even
Club
really.
and country.
Oh my god.
All right, let's keep it going. Daddy Us, Samasi, you and I know this job we hate for a living.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a hater.
So I didn't say he admits it.
I'm a
Okay,
hater.
look, hold on. So what's it called? Money Mace, is your mic working there, Money Mace?
My mic is working fine.
Money Mace, the floor is yours.
We're showing some respect. We're showing some appreciation. It's much appreciated. HH, at every given opportunity, we need to move him out of the team.
Money Mace in the middle?
We need to, do whatever you need.
Yeah.
In fact, while I'm doing that, could you make me big screen with my new AVI? Because obviously there's certain people who got to answer for their crimes, like this man over here. Just full screen it.
Isn't that your Arsenal legend?
You're right.
No, listen, he's a nice man. He's my legend. I love him and respect him. Please, just keep modelling the kit at the start of every season. Stop commenting.
Body base, that's crazy. Body base,
uncle. Come on, uncle.
Body base, that's crazy.
Uncle, come on.
Body base, you can't just say that glorified model. That's
Uncle
crazy.
Ian, Money Mace, come on, Uncle Ian. Don't go for Uncle Ian.
Listen, I love him, but please stop talking ball. You've got low ball knowledge. You're a great player.
But let me ask you that. Why doesn't Saka get enough appreciation for his consistent performances for England on a consistent basis?
Let's keep a stack. It's pure eye test. Because all I've ever heard is we've got to move Cole Palmer into the team and take out Saka. Phil Foden needs to play in the 10. Remove Saka. Oh, I know. Let's put Saka left back and keep him to hold the width. Let's be real. We know why he's been told to play left back. Because he's black and he can run fast. He's been given the sort of medial task position. HH.
So you're saying he's been signed at the back of the bus?
Pretty much. HH. That was mad, by the way.
Yeah, that's a yellow. No matter that's continue.
HH. The guy at every single opportunity is disrespected by the media, English fans. Every single person associated with England, he's always disrespected. Yet, what a surprise. He's always England's best player. I've been telling people this. I don't want to hear about Phil Foden. I don't want to hear about Harry Kane. I don't want to hear about Jude, Cole Palmer. I don't want to hear about nobody or Trent. I don't want to hear about anyone. This is Bukayo Saka's team. If England want to win something, play to Bukayo Saka's strengths.
And also, like, I'll go one better. Now, he may have fallen off. He may have missed from 1 year away, which meant that he got shipped off. Sterling was England's next best player next to Saka. See, like,
facts.
They're just facts here. Like, the bit about sports is we know what is and what isn't. So you can try to rewrite history and everything. We both have eyes. Like, there's a reason why Sterling was in that team of the tournament. Sterling is trash now. He's garbage. But when he played for England under Southgate, he was that dude. And
he made Kane better.
We'll touch on Kane. Maybe that's why Kane is trash. But the thing with Saka, though, is that this is a guy who, and I think Samasi even mentioned it, my name is, when did Saka have a bad game? Where, yeah, man, this guy was bad. Okay, let me use this example. Even in these Euros, where everyone has been bad, Saka hasn't been garbage. He's been like, okay, not very good, but he hasn't been garbage.
No, but
according to the newspapers, it was garbage against Iceland just before the Euros.
No, but AJ, there's this persistence to get rid of Saka to accommodate the rest of these eye test, half-turn baller white people merchants. There's this fetish that England have with disrespecting players that actually turn up and perform for them. Like HH, Bukayo Saka in his last 28 England games, man of the match 11 times.
Damn.
That's crazy. Crazy consistency.
So he was man of the match in this game?
Yeah. Man of the match for this game as well. HH. This guy always turns up for England. But for some, England is the only team that doesn't operate on meritocracy. And it's weird. Because any other national team, he's undroppable right winger. There's no conversation.
Oh, no, but Monemaze, come on, like, and I'm sure you, RDS, J2S, and Messi, you know about this, is that England as a society doesn't run on meritocracy. Like, England is a classist society. It's because it's
that is true.
Old,
that is true.
It's old country royalty. It's about, so it's not about how it's about who are you? And you are just there because of what you are and where you're from. So, and bro, like, I saw it when I was even in schools in football. We're like, why is that guy in the first team? Why is that guy in the A team? And he's there because he's a prefect, he's liked, he's a teacher's pet, and people just like him. So even because there were guys in my school where like, these are ballers who are in the B team, but for some reason these ballers in the B team cannot get into the first team because in the first team are those guys who are just liked by the coaches.
Yeah, thanks.
you know,
the only thing is about is that no disrespect to Foden, but the dude's like a baby mama factory. So we're having that as the kind of the face of things versus Saka, who's like this like
it doesn't matter.
You got baby.
He's liked. The main thing is that he's liked.
It's strange, you know. So God.
No, but RDS, you're completely right because that adds more to it. People don't like the fact that there's nothing wrong with Saka. He's a good kid. He doesn't swear.
Yeah, exactly.
He goes to church on a Sunday. He helps his mum with shopping. Mum, do you need me to buy onions for soup that you're going to make for dinner tomorrow? I'll go get them. I'll get everything else.
He's a student.
Exactly. He's the perfect kid. Meanwhile, they like Wayne Rooney, who is having sex with grandmas. They like David Beckham, who's getting.
Yeah, I will defend Rooney here. Like Rooney has way more talent than Foden ever will. Like Rooney. I'll defend him.
No, you're completely right. But the point still stands. This country, they like Wayne Rooney, who's sleeping with grandmas. They like Paul Gascoigne, who was getting drunk at every single opportunity.
Yeah,
they
Grealish,
like Phil Foden.
Listen.
Who's an alcohol merchant?
He's like, look at Grealish. He's known as just a guy who always has a bottle of alcohol and asking loud. Like, and my thing as well is even like, Gaza, bro. In Euro '96, he literally did a celebration about him being drunk. that was his celebration.
They're like, yeah, this is England.
And also,
bad boy tax.
Like Robbie Fowler also had a celebration of him sniffing cocaine. That was Robbie Fowler's celebration. I'm like, I'm true lad and everything. So it's like
HH, they like this, but the problem with him is that it's too nice. You don't represent England. When Raheem Sterling got a gun tattoo to commemorate his dad, who got shot at a young age, they turned it into, well, that's a gun violence thing. He can't be helping the youth because England have this weird obsession.
Morgan.
Yeah, England have this weird obsession of trying to knock down the people who are trying to just be themselves. England have this weird obsession that regardless of where you are, superstar, normal person, England have this weirdness about them where they love to drag people and they love to drag them for non-footballing reasons or non-sporting reasons that have nothing to do with sport. I know why these guys like Foden because he's the bad guy who was out with Mason Greenwood sleeping with girls during the England camp. He's fighting in the club with his mum.
He's a geezer, man.
I think it
fighting with people.
It goes like for me. It goes deeper. It's like just when I just think of going to school in England and certain kinds of like I literally know Fodens. There are guys that are Foden like, oh yeah, I've known these kind of people, and for me, the cool thing that it's about identifying. A lot of people in England can identify with Foden. A lot of people in England, I don't think, can identify with Saka. But here's the key thing. This is what I say. There's London, then there's England. Many people in London can identify with Saka, 100%. But when we're not talking about England as a whole and just England, the country, I don't think Saka is the kind of guy that people can really identify with, or the guy that you can really make the face of everything. Because let's be real, people started to warm towards Saka based on the fallout of the whole racism thing with the penalty thing. That's how people began to warm to him. But still, even despite that and what Saka has done, how he's played and everything, it is just so crazy that look at his performance at that World Cup. Remember, he won that penalty. Look at how well he played at that World Cup. Look at how well he has played in this last game. Look at that goal that he scored.
What's weird is that the commentators people seem to appreciate that for other countries, because like the equivalent would be, or maybe not the equivalent, even more so is like Kante for France. Like there's no real issues with Kante for France, but everyone, even England commentators, they praise Kante. Everyone knows him. They're like this. So like even when he was at Chelsea, they praise Kante. So what I don't understand is for other countries they can do it, like if they're like that, but for some reason for their own country they seem to praise the bad boy over the good one. I don't get it.
It's the whole Premier League bullshit.
It's because of the culture in it's because of the culture in England. Even if you look at the fans and all that stuff, some of the behaviors in the stands, like this, you see the way they act.
No. Okay, thank you for saying that. So going to those games at the Euros and just being with those fans, I'm like, wow, I get it. Kenny, I get it. Like when these types of people, these are Foden guys. And for these guys, no, Foden is our guy. And we will die for these kinds of guys, these large cheers, they can never identify with Saka. Now, please score us goals, help us with goals. But deep in their soul, like that deep connection, they can never have with Saka. They can't. Hence why, for these guys, Grealish, Kane, Foden. So for them, Foden is the guy that he has, because this is who we really identify with, and this is who we really connect with. And English guys are like that. So for them, for Saka, they can't identify with him. So there's literally nothing Saka can do where English people as a whole be like, yeah, this is our guy. It will never happen. Although the best is, wow, this guy is really good. So all Saka will get are Arsenal fans and people from London or like from like Bristol. But those countryside places and like that don't really have as much of a diverse culture. No, man. No, these guys are like, nah. I mean, Kenny, talk to me about Saka.
So what you're saying, HH, is that English football fans from outside of London, the average English football fan, is shallow and trashy.
No. Okay, no. I'm not saying shallow. There's not a lot of exposure to different cultures. Okay. So, for example, I went to school outside of London, and I was the only black guy in my year. In our entire school, there were maybe about 5 or 6 black people.
Wow.
You walk through the streets and everything, you hardly saw any black people. Hence why I couldn't wait to leave school to go back to London, because I was one of only a few black people. So for those people in that area, it's going to be hard for them to identify with someone like Saka when in their entire community and everyone that they see are guys like Foden, guys like Grealish. So, but as opposed to when you go to Birmingham, when you go to Manchester, when you go to London, you see Sakas, you see Ez, so you can more, and you are in much more close proximity with them. Because it's the same thing happening with Spain. That is why for Spain can never really fully warm to a Nico Williams or a Yamal. Because for a lot of Spanish people, those are not guys that you really come to close proximity with. So you can never have as deep and as affection you have with those guys as opposed to a Carvajal, a Morata, a Joselu, or any of those other guys. So for Saka, the saddest thing is this guy was the best player, man of the match, 1-0 down, scored an absolutely amazing goal. And we are still going to be talking about, man, how can we get the best out of Foden? That is the sickest thing. That after what all Saka has done, we are still going to be like, about, you know what, Foden actually looked a lot better in this system. But hopefully Foden can now warm more into it and everything. That's the saddest thing. Sorry, Kenny, go for it, Kenny.
Also, the sad thing is that he works the hardest in every single match with 100% commitment.
100%.
He is 100% committed to England. And this is how the English fans are treating him.
So, Kenny.
Yeah, but obviously, that's always the dilemma with these guys that if you're not from that actual country or you don't look like them, it's always that dilemma that you're gonna get praise, but as soon as something goes wrong, the first people they're gonna try to blame or the first change they're gonna want to do is you. That's just what it is. But on Saka is like I said, he's done very well for England, like, especially in big tournaments. He's always performed well. When people said Cole Palmer, I was like, yeah, maybe on the left. Or like, Saka for me is the undroppable in that team.
Yeah.
He's the guy that you should not be.
No,
He should not be questioned about.
That's the thing is like he is undroppable because it's like he rarely goes below a 7 out of 10. So even if I know Palmer could do well on the right, I'm sorry. That position that's unlocked is Saka's. So for everyone else, everybody has to now fight for the position, including Kane.
In fairness to the English media, up until at least up until this game, like they were actually calling out the team and they were calling out players, and especially Kane. I don't know if they said Foden directly, but certainly Kane, because you saw it because like Gary Neville and them, so they got like obviously backlash. They got called out by saying, no, why are you calling us out about this and this? We don't listen to X, Y, and Z. So unlike previous tournaments, at least the British media commentators have been saying, even Gary Neville, to be fair, has been like, even after this win, Gary Neville was still saying, okay, yeah, we won the game, but we still played shit. We still won. So it's I'm not seeing this kind of, with a few exceptions, I'm not seeing this. No, I don't see when the British media is like, oh, we were awesome, we're amazing, England going to win the Euros, we did it. No, there's still a realism that England have been garbage, and that's people like Kane, for example, not enough. So I think there is, at least in the media, some realism, and it's up to Southgate to be like, right, okay, like, let me actually make the fixes. But, you know, we know he's not, so that's that.
Yeah, and on Saka, obviously people are always going to, I understand, because at the beginning, I know some Arsenal fan near him out or hyped him out, that stuff. The guy's not the best footballer, but the guy is effective. And I'm sorry, for my type of team, I like effective guys. The skills are nice and all that stuff. To look aesthetic is nice, but at the end of the day, what wins you games is goals and assists. And Saka does that.
No, okay. I think that's a key thing. And I think I said this like when I was doing the stuff in Germany. Foden is a better footballer than Saka. Just in terms of just natural footballing talents. I think he's got higher than Einstein, and just natural footballing ability, Foden is better. But Kenny, who cares? 11 aside, at this level, it's not about how good you are on the ball, your eye test, your aesthetics. No. Are you effective? Can you help me win? Foden may be a better footballer. He's not effective. So at this level, you're useless to me. Saka, he's effective. Saka's effective and he helped me win games. So for Saka, you are one of the first names on my team sheet. So you are undroppable. For Foden, no, you have to fight for your place. You don't help me win games. You are not effective. So you may have all the natural football ability in the world. You may look good on the half turn, little sweet passy pirouettes, but you're not effective. And if you're not effective, you are useless to me at this level.
Even better footballer for me is subjective at the end of the day. But like I said, having skills is nice, but if you have skills and you can't make the right decisions, like where's that ability?
Exactly. Football intelligence is underestimated. Sorry,
yeah. Looking nice is good, but if you don't have an end product at the end of the day, I prefer a guy that like Saka, even a guy like Salah that people always shit on. Yeah, he's not the best footballer, but the guy, when it comes to effectiveness, is good. And I'm sorry, in this international football, especially when you're playing in attacking positions on the wings, you need to be able to dribble past your man, because in international football, we're not going to play the greatest football, and we need your wingers to make differences. A guy like Saka, you can give him, when you give him the ball 1v1, he can dribble past his man. He can make something happen. Like I said, I don't like the guy, but Dembele is a trash player, but at least he can dribble past his man. People like that, they're always going to be effective in international football, even if they're
So I'm just saying, just because I'm just looking at what guys are saying in the streets here. And guys, can we be real? Let's be real. Phil Foden, Bukayo Saka. A guy called Bukayo, you want that to be the face of England national team? You see, only when you live in England, you have to realize how prideful England are of the nation and how they still have bloody kings, queens, all that kind of stuff. England are not going to have a guy called Bukayo as a guy who is the face of the team and the guy they are, but a guy called Philip Foden, yes. So as crazy as that sounds,
It's
you can't.
disgusting.
No, but that's nonsense. No, this is too much. Then don't pick them. Don't pick them from the team. Tell them you're not English, you're not welcome, and don't pick them.
No.
Don't use them like shameless little twats.
No, but no, Matt.
This is sick. Yeah, this is disgusting. Jesus.
The
You can't say a lot
reality
of
is this.
things about
The
Germany,
reality is
but-
this, and this is what my older brothers always told me. They will use you to help them succeed, and when they want to, they will then dispose of you. Someone even said like the whole like Benzema quote, like when I do good, I'm French. When I do bad, I'm Algerian.
Yeah,
So
that's...
no, because guys, think about this. If you're English, okay, yes, 3 English guys missed a penalty. Why do you not have to now use their race to insult them because they missed a penalty, bro? David Batty missed a penalty. Stuart Pearce missed a penalty, bro. Carragher, Lampard, Gerrard, all missed penalties.
Southgate
missed a penalty. So all these guys missed penalties that led to you being knocked out. Bex literally cost you your team by going down to 10 men in a game you could have easily won against Argentina.
He did get cooked for that though.
No. He got. But my thing is that look at the love him now. But my thing though is look at those guys that like David Batsy, Stuart Pearce, Bex against France, Carragher, Gerrard, all missed penalties. So my thing though is, which is why I say that. For Saka,
you're saying if you're gonna fail, you'd rather be white. That's what you're saying.
No. The point I'm making here is that you see, before I was like, hey man, like I would be wrong in saying, Saka, why don't you play for X, Y, and Z? I'm wrong for that.
Of course.
Saka has chosen to play for England. See, what I always say for Saka is it's unfortunate because I know what the deal is. There is nothing you can do for them to love you as much as Phil Foden. I'm sorry. It is what it is. I've lived in England long enough to know how these guys think. I know how English people work. I know how their brains operate. So for Saka, you can do everything but you will never be truly loved and truly appreciated by England as a whole. There are pockets of people that will appreciate you, that will love you, but as England as a whole, you will never receive the same love as Kane and Foden, because for English people, the pride they have of people who they can really identify with is deep. And you can never, ever change that English mentality. It's impossible. No way. Impossible. Like, the English people are one of the most stubborn people you'll ever meet.
Wait, hold up. I don't think that's necessarily just in interference with English. I don't think that's necessarily an English mentality. I think that's national mentality in most places. Even in African countries. If for example, let's be honest, if some white dude was playing for Nigeria, and we were like, well, actually, I don't know. If he liked jollof, maybe we'd give it a pass, man. I don't know. So maybe but that's for a side. Maybe I wouldn't. So, and if that white dude somehow got Nigeria to win a World Cup, then maybe we would be like, yeah, it's okay, you're Nigeria. But I think
but see, my thing is that I know this won't happen. My dream scenario, and I know it won't happen. My dream scenario is Saka scores the winning goal to give England the Euros. Because my thing, because it's just like a thought experiment. Now, what would have happened then? Because literally, I think the sun might just explode. The Sun newspaper might just explode.
Which is like, I go back to Germany even with like Özil. Remember what I saw seen the comment of Özil and Gundogan when he did that. Like it was the same. France. I mean, I've already said that. Like France needs to win this Euros. France needs to win this Euros because France these Euros that this team, most of the French team, like 10 out of 11 are black. If France don't win these Euros, they can't go back to France.
Wait, hold on. Let me go to Slade. Thoughts on Saka, Slade?
As you know, I like him. He obviously plays for my club. England as a whole, obviously wasn't impressed today with the performance. But I remember you touched on it about the whole why don't they not just pick any Black English players? I've never been to England, but from an outside perspective, it appears like they want to have this veneer of respectability and inclusiveness to try and I don't know. I just like PR basically to try and further like a PR agenda. But I mean, I would like him to do well, but I honestly, England don't deserve to win these Euros. If they end up winning that trophy, this tournament needs to be inducted.
Well, look, France are doing the same thing, bro. And France, they've got into the semi-final without scoring from open. Like, for me, I think at the end of the day, if, let's say, England win it the way that they're doing it, will anyone remember how they won it? All they remember is England won the Euros.
We have to.
Oh no! Yeah, someone
has to be.
Someone can write a Wikipedia say, "Bro, these guys harammed their way to a Euros."
We don't care about it. Let's be real. No one ever cares about it.
At the end of it, does anyone really care about it? That's the main issue. And what's it called? Bessie, your thoughts on Saka?
Well, yeah. I think like pretty much right now, what everyone's saying that is like the most important player for England, especially offensively, is the truth because England relies so much on him, and Harry Kane has been non-existent, as I've said. Foden cannot do the position that he's been required to do, or even whatever comfort that you give him. He can't really perform for England. Jude is clutch, but apart from that, he's not really doing much, apart from coming up with a moment here and there. So offensively, he's the most important player for England, and he's the only one that's been coming up with anything at all. And I think it's a problem, especially with Kane being so washed. I think maybe with another striker, because today I've seen so many times that he rolled this player on the touchline, and that's when a striker should do the movement coming towards him, because he's gonna cross like to the near post or something, especially because his right foot is not his strongest point, so his cross is never gonna like go too far, and Kane just wasn't coming towards him to actually receive the ball. So yeah, I think he's just the most important player for England, and I hope he gets the recognition. He's been getting the England Player of the Year for I think he got it like 2 or 3 seasons in a row now. So yeah, but as you guys said, England are never going to accept him as much as they do.
Right,
Walter.
Let's just sort of, guys. What is the Kane problem, bro?
He's old.
I'm losing my mind watching that game.
This guy is a tree trunk, bro.
So used. They are put even in transition. He's so slow.
No, it's massive. It's Kane in transition. Come on, bro. Okay, let's be real. Kane. No. Kane does one thing though. Crossfield passes. That's all he does.
Yeah, you know there are
Kane is a deep line playmaker. Let's just be. He's a deep line playmaker.
There was nobody in the box, and I thought, where is Kane? He needs to stop that nonsense. You don't playing for Spurs anymore. Ali has retired. Harry Kane, for God's sake, I can't watch it anymore. He has been so useless. He needs to be dropped.
No. He has to. No, but do you know what the big thing is? Sterling. He needs Sterling. Sterling complemented Kane a lot.
I don't think he needs.
I don't even know.
Okay. So Jason, you said that if Sterling was in this team, Kane would still look this bad.
Yes, that's the whole point.
Yeah.
I think Kane is. Kane is washed. This is what it is.
I think Bayern needs to buy another striker for the team.
Stop it. Hold on. Jason, what's it?
I was going to say, Kane was never the fastest striker in the first place anyway. And you're seeing him now. Like, he can't run. He's running backwards. Like, there was a chance in the first half where Saka drills it across the face of the goal. Kane's outside the box still. And he sees it go past him. Kane should be there, tapping it in.
Hold on. Jason, do you know what the crazy thing was? Embolo sells fruits. Let's be real. He sells fruits.
Yes.
But look at the difference between Embolo and Kane in that match.
Oh my God,
because for Embolo, he's receiving the ball, he's turning around. For Kane, literally, you are not offering
So good.
anything in attack to help the other guys. But
Yeah,
look,
'cause-
but compare Kane's activity to Mbolo's activity, and this is Mbolo, a guy who sells fruit.
Yeah, you saw Mbola hold up the ball, push the England defense back.
Yeah.
If you don't have a striker, you can't push the Switzerland defenders back. The only person that was pushing the Switzerland defense back was Saka, and then Bellingham at times when he was running in behind. That's it. Because Foden was God knows where. Kane was playing at I think people saw that crossfield pass that he did to Saka. I think it was in the second half.
Not only Mbolo, Weghorst has been a better number 9 than Kane.
Of course he has been.
Oh
no, we'll get to the horse. We'll get to the horse.
Yeah, Kane is just he's washed. People just have to say what it is. People were criticizing Cam's. Like Cam's a YouTuber saying, "Oh, this is his last tournament." People saying, "Oh no, we'll see him in 2026." Kane in 2026.
No. I think it's done.
Everybody in the Hangout, sell your Kane stocks now. Sell him right now.
I think Tony had 5 minutes in the game, and we saw what he did.
Yeah,
No. Did you know how crazy it was? Like it was England looked like a completely different team where you actually have a striker that can actually move, that is actually mobile, that's actually a threat, that actually adds some spark. Basically, if you're a defender, Kane is like a ghost to you. Like literally, as a defender, like you do not have to worry about anything with this guy.
Isn't it crazy how much better England look more functional without Foden and Kane on the pitch? Because in that second half of extra time, people can say, "Oh, but it's second half extra time." Still, it was more functional. It looked like a team. Like they know what to do. People are reading each other. They may not be the best individual players. Like Cole, people say, "Oh, but Phil Foden is better than Cole Palmer." Cole Palmer's reading on the game is better than Phil Foden's in this system, in this team with Southgate. People think international football isn't a hard game. It's a simple game. People want to make it hard and everything. But Kane isn't. He's not a striker. He keeps thinking, "Oh, I have to come in behind and strike the ball." Who are you striking the ball over the top to? Because Foden, that left side is so dead. It is just the right hand side, and that's it.
Until Shaw came on.
Yeah, exactly. And even that right hand, that right hand side is just Saka. It's not even Walker.
Schoberto.
Yeah, because that right hand side is just Saka.
By the way,
because can we have a discussion on Walker? Because that guy's washed.
Hey, Judge,
what happened to Walker, man?
Bro,
it's done.
I wasn't like this guy's different. Like I don't like this guy is like. I'm like, what happened to Walker?
This guy's defending was never the greatest in the first place. It was his pace. You'd always have that.
No. Let's be real. Like a few years ago, Walker was a very good 1v1 defender. Like he was a decent 1v1. Yes, he relied a lot on his pace. No, there has been a drop. Basically, put it this way, Jason, there's been a drop off. There's been a club where this guy's like, okay, he's a liability. Like, the amount of mistakes he's making is crazy.
I mean, Samasi, you're lucky Walker didn't join you last summer because you would have had Walker and Kane on your side.
Tuchel, oh my God! If I see I'm so scared for Bayern and Kane next season.
Wait, hold on. Let me say some dubs because remember we have Brazil at the top of the hour, so I want to quickly get us out of here before that game. So shout to Joshua. Seeing Muller cry made my heart warm for Messi.
Go fuck yourself, Joshua. God damn it. Wow. I saw that picture and I wanted to cry to it.
AA Phil, shout out to my guy, Tony man. What's up, Tony man? Good talk, especially compared to France, Germany, man. No, look.
What happened on the Hangout last night? It was not good.
What do you mean?
I couldn't join. Okay, I was so devastated and I got drunk and I cried. I couldn't join.
I'm sorry. I even switch. I shout to mobs and everything. Shout out to my German people.
So you fell into a state of deep depression. Okay.
No. It was dark. It was dark.
I was so depressed last night, HH.
No. I mean, no. Look, you see, my thing though is, I mean, are France gonna scam? Are France gonna scam? It wasn't a penalty though.
It was a pen. Oh my God! Have you seen?
Come on, like how does I'm like this, bro? How does I'm like this?
Have you seen the reaction after he did that? He knew he.
No. I heard for that Cucurella penalty. Apparently, there was an offside before that.
That's it. Verse was offside.
Oh my God!
I just want to shout, guys. Money mates. England fans can't even say. Bukayo. It's true that they can't. They can't say his name. So anyway, half of Creepy look hot. Blame UK. When Rio and Ian started the Saka left back thing. No, it was really right. Okay, so guys, so let me come to Jace with this. So Jace West, have are this Netherlands team, have they finally made a statement that, okay, these guys can truly relive 1988 and really say what's up? So do you, is this a team to believe? Because I didn't believe in these guys, but are this a team to be believing?
Can you put my AV, please?
J2S.
Oh boy.
GAKPO.
What in the hell?
I mean, we should actually say his name properly. It's GAKPO.
Oh my god.
The G is actually H for people that don't know. So it's GAKPO. But what did I say before the tournament even started? And people on this channel are laughing, saying I said GAKPO for Dutch in the international tournaments. He's actually good.
No,
Forget Liverpool. Forget Liverpool, because Klopp doesn't know what he's doing. He's playing on the right. He's playing in the striker. His best position is the left. Like we'll get onto the wannabe LeBron later, but GAKPO, I wasn't expecting this level of performance as well, because the Dutch.
He's been very good. Yeah,
that first half was quite nasty for the Dutch overall, because we got this whole Memphis Depay strike has to stop.
Oh my god!
It's not it. He's better off the wing.
No.
Just play Weghorst.
Just play Weghorst.
Like say that is a striker.
The only point I'd say with Weghorst. Sorry, if Jay was going to say it, go on.
No, the only time he ever played Depay is with another striker in Weghorst, so he can run off him, or on the wing solely. Otherwise, don't play him. He doesn't have.
You can't play Weghorst for 90 minutes.
He doesn't have the intelligence to be a striker.
No.
Like that first, I think it was in the first minute, that chance. If that's a good striker, that's in the back of the net, or it's at least on target. He sent that over into, I think he sent it out the stadium. But I got to praise Cohen, because it was a big decision to put on Weghorst at the half time. Because Bergwijn, I don't know how this guy made it into the team. Like, people cuss Malin, but Malin is way better than Bergwijn.
No, you know what I'm saying to myself?
That guy's trash, dude.
It's just like this Netherlands team, they ain't that. Like, there's some talented players here. For me, give credit to Koeman. This is a lot of coaching here. There's a lot of coaching in this team. In terms of just adjustments and how just getting the best out of guys and when it's positioning guys. Even if international management is not a lot about specific micromanaging, you have to credit Koeman's coaching and how he's just set this.
I don't always agree with his lineups, but sometimes he gets it right. Like, I think he's really learned from that Austria game, because that was the wake up call the Dutch needed, because that was awful. Like, the defensive even in the first episode, the defensive shape of the Netherlands is so
all
bad.
over the place.
It's all we see. Van Dijk, this guy, he does not work.
Oh man, Van Dijk or ran ragged, bro.
He doesn't work in a two. If you're gonna play Van Dijk for the Dutch, he has to play in a free. And here's the thing: Southgate won't do it because he's too pragmatic, he's too safe. If you are watching this game, this is a game where you play Watkins or Tony. Because imagine Watkins or Tony against Van Dijk.
Damn.
Because basically, what Van Dijk is praying that please give me Kane for 90 minutes.
Didn't Watkins play when wasn't that 7-1 against Villa? Didn't Watkins play 7-2 baptized Liverpool?
No,
Van Dijk was 10, wasn't he? Anyway,
because my thing is that Turkey don't have the level of strikers that, let's say, that are Watkins or Tony. So if you have a Watkins or Tony and you're just telling them just to put those runs and really just hassle Van Dijk, you can cause Netherlands issues. But if you play a geriatric tree trunk, Van Dijk will be like, oh, thank God, thank you.
Yeah, I think people realise the centre-back partnership with De Vrij and Van Dijk, it is slow as fuck, man. It is so slow. And Kane is the perfect striker for them, because he's not going to be running off them.
Yeah.
He's going to be playing at DM. But Ake against Saka, that's a good thing, because Ake has been quite good. And then you got Van der Ven coming in. Usually he makes that sub. Dumfries, he is better than what
let's be real. Assist and a huge block. He made a huge defensive block and an assist to
Italy has changed the guy's career. Yeah. Like, Inter Italy has changed the guy. He's actually learned how to defend, and he knows when to go up and when to come back. And also Verbruggen that was some good quality saves, because that kept him in the game.
Big save.
Because Turkey were going for it, like, I think our eyes were cleansed from that Swiss England game earlier, because we actually wanted to see something. It was back and forth.
A very good game, yeah.
The midfield is still an issue for the Dutch because Reinders is good, but Xavi Simons, he's too on and off. He's too inconsistent. And then Schouten is okay, but a Dutch line up with a PSV midfield, it isn't the greatest partnership because we've seen Joey Verman during this Euros in general. He hasn't been that good. Man got subbed after 25 minutes in the Austria game. I still don't think he's recovered from that because he's only a bit time substitution. But if the Netherlands play Weghorst, they have to start Weghorst. You can't start.
No, but honestly, you sense Weghorst can't play 90 minutes.
Yeah, so the problem is, so I need to just head up to the problem is with Weghorst is that you can't play Weghorst for 90 minutes. You can't play, and so I can understand, like, so I guess in Koeman's mind, you're thinking like, essentially, do you start him or does he come as an impact sub? So far,
impact sub, 100% impact. So far, if you can play 90 minutes, he has to come off the bench. 100%.
This is what I'm saying.
Either that or you start Xerxes and then you bring on Weghorst because you need a target man.
Yeah.
Because Depay isn't the target. He can't hold up the play.
He hasn't played
But-
yet.
He only works off another striker. That's what Depay's game's always been. He's always been from on the wing.
I don't think he'll do that because Koeman has also shown this tournament that he's just as stubborn as Southgate, quite frankly. I think it's been I mean, to be honest, in the semi-final, you basically got three managers whose specialist is Harambo in Deschamps, Southgate, and Koeman, which is like so I don't really understand. And even in that last stuff, like defensively, I think England is superior to Netherlands. I think in terms of just organization type, I think even if you just watch the Euros, they'll be obvious. That's obvious, especially when Turkey came in. Like, I'm not saying Netherlands were lucky, but the amount of chances that they were creating, I appreciate that you're under pressure as a team, but still, there's a way that you can still manage a game when you're under pressure. That you're not conceding so many chances where anyone who was an intelligent finish would have put 2, maybe 3 away in the last 10-15 minutes. As far as Memphis Depay goes, I'm sorry, HH, but the guy's rapping career is better than his number 9 performances.
Oh, no,
He's
100%.
It is.
He's a
100%. That's why he's called Drake. He's not a footballer. He's a rapper.
Yeah, and as a number 9 at least, he can rap those beats, but he can't play number 9, man. So
No.
I because it's funny because I remember when he was at United, the amount of people that seem to just be riding this guy, and I never really understood what the hype was about him. Aside from driving, and a couple of good gold chains, he didn't really contribute anything to United. So we're putting that to one side. My line, Jade West. What did he do? What did he do at United?
I think people heard the Wayne Rooney story where he came into training with a cowboy hat. I don't understand this guy. I think is Depay the worst player to ever wear a hairband?
I don't know.
No. Okay, get the headband. Okay, why does he wear that headband? Is that a fashion statement or is it a medical thing like Edgar Davids?
I don't know if people have clocked, but he has gold number 10 planted into it as well.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
There's text on it. It's like, who cares or something like that.
Wait, Slade, excuse me, what?
No, there's the number 10, and then there's some text on it. It says who cares or something like that.
Oh, God.
It's
You know this dude, man.
The Dutch break, man.
Dude.
He's only 4 goals away from breaking Van Persie's record.
Right.
He's only 4 goals away from breaking Van Persie's record.
That's
my god.
That's disgusting.
You'll be the Dutch all-time top goal scorer in history.
That's disgusting. And Percy can come up with time and then score some goals. I don't care. That's disgusting. Man. Sorry.
Is it kind of talk about Turkey?
Hey, just can I speak?
Okay, go for it. Go for it.
Smash is gonna go cook.
Oh, I was right.
Wow.
Wait, who cares about what? That's what thing is who cares about what?
He's talking about us.
Dutch Drake, man. Dutch Drake.
Dutch Drake. Okay, Sebastian, go for a cook.
He's as cringy as Drake, man. HH, all the Tex fans laughing at Germany getting kicked out in the quarters. Who's laughing now? AJ, put them at Evie.
Oh wow. Oh god.
The turkey got cooked. The wolf was defeated by the lion. HH, I never been so happy. I hate turkey so much. HH,
Understandable.
So this is just hate watch pretty much.
This is a hate watch with
When
Sebastian.
GAKPO scored, I screamed so loud. I've never been this happy. I hate Turkey. I hate their fans. I hate their country. I hate
Are
the
you
president.
Greek?
Erdogan was sitting there. When
No.
Erdogan came,
You Cypriot?
Erdogan come to Germany and Mesut Özil like a fucking clown sitting next to him like he isn't fucking German. Where were you for the German team, Özil? Where were you there? And HH, all this drama, all this politic bullshit from Turkey. I was so annoyed at them. When they lost, I was so happy.
Oh.
All the other Güler bullshit. He's the best teenager ever. He's the next Messi. Relax, Turkish fans.
Wait,
Relax. Okay,
can I
he's
just ask
not.
HH question? Is Güler
Relax.
still play the tournament?
What?
No.
It's good as
Is Güler still play the tournament? Because I was hearing that in half-time space.
Actually, that's true.
Sebastian's talking. My tweets do not need to be brought up on an official show.
That was a nice reverse.
Sebastian, keep talking. Sebastian, you were saying.
So HH.
So Sebastian, did you jinx Turkey? Did you cost them?
HH, I put money on Turkey to win it. Okay, I've lost money, but I think I lost
Wait,
money.
what? What? Wait, you said you. Oh my God. You said you hated Turkey, but you put money on them to win.
Yeah, I jinxed them.
No, because no. I don't, because I sometimes do that as well. Because you win both ways. So it seems that you don't want to win. You put money on them to win. So if they win, you're pissed off, but you win money.
No, but this is like
if they lose, you lose money, but then you win by seeing them lose. So each way it's like a win-win. So
something, okay?
you live with something.
Okay.
Basically, Denzel, you're living with something. Yeah.
I lost 250 euros, but who cares? Who cares? I can take it.
Wait, how much euros?
250.
Holy shit.
Wait, what? Okay. What? Wait, what?
250 euro on Turkey is crazy.
I'm a civil servant. If you're a civil servant in Germany, there's so much money you get from them. It's a good job.
How much money were you gonna make?
I have to watch all my things. I don't know. After the game, I didn't look it up. I didn't look it up. I did.
Naomi,
Naomi,
don't. Naomi, that's just being shameless. Naomi, don't.
Don't be shameless. Don't be shameless.
Jeez, man.
After yesterday.
Oh my God.
There's a few kills, baby.
I needed at least one successful hate watch. That's my first successful hate watch. That's my first. Okay, I got it finally. Finally, my hate paid off. My hate paid off. Hating is a good thing, people. Hating is a good thing.
Is this some Angela Merkel thing?
You ain't living unless you're hating.
If the Dutch come through and kick out England, I'm gonna buy me a Dutch kit. I'm gonna buy me a Dutch kit. I have nothing for.
So who do you hate more, Jude or Turkey? Okay, no. Who do you hate more, Jude, Turkey, or Daddy Oos?
It's gonna be core number 1.
That's crazy. What's on the list?
Look what core is to my country. Look what core did to Bayern. It's core number 1.
Oh yeah, Core became German and then
Hasn't Core gone to Chelsea now? I thought that was locked and loaded.
He
hasn't.
Core number 1. Turkey number 2, and then it's Jude.
Oh wow! So Daddy Oos gets likely.
Okay, didn't Core say that he's more German than Sane?
Oh, he's If I could drop a nuke on Core,
Oh wow. Okay, you know what? All
Oh
right.
no,
So
no, 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 no.
so no, talk to me. So no, wait. So talk to me. No.
It is two on the two opposing side of the spectrum, right? First, we need to have the Van Dijk discussion. I know it's an uncomfortable discussion, but we need to have it. 2 years, 3 years, 4 years max. That's your prime, really, and you're generational. I don't think so. 3 years is not generational. How many defenders have? I think Umtiti had 3 years, right? At Barcelona and at France.
No.
Or more than that.
No, let's put it like Umtiti's prime was the World Cup, and that was it.
Yeah, so at least 2 years. You can give him 2 years, right? 1 year around that and 1 year for
7 games. No, 7 games. So.
Yeah, but there were many defenders, right, who had 2 years, 3 years.
No. But still, like I think we're gonna have to
and
have
this guy generational
the discussion. We're gonna have to because Liverpool fans at his peak, Liverpool fans were comparing him to Maldini, Desailly, and some of the greats. And
where was this coming from? They were saying he has a better legacy than Sergio Ramos. There were kind of things that I was listening about.
He's better than those guys. But sorry, go on.
Just look at Pepe.
There we go. Yes, Pepe.
Exactly. So we need to have that Van Dijk discussion, and on the other side of that, in a positive way, we need to have that Arda Güler discussion. It needs to happen. It is Arda Güler has exceeded the expectations we had from him for Turkey, because he has not had a really good first half of the season. He was out, and we didn't even know if he was coming into 100% fitness into this tournament. And the way he performed, it was like he was never out. And the final games of Real Madrid itself, the last 10 games, he scored 6, 8 goals. I don't know, a lot of goals he scored in the last 10 games.
Oh no! The guy is an amazing talent. Like even talking about what he's done in his first tournament at 19 is outstanding, bro. Like this,
exactly.
But basically, put it this way: he's made a strong argument to be a starter for Real. A very strong argument.
Exactly. So a full, healthy, pre-season, first half of the season where he's getting regular game time, where he's gelling with the teammates, and
so Adaj, yes, you are. I give you. If you think it's inappropriate, delete it. Go for it, Adaj. Yeah, go for it. No.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. After this preseason and after the first half of the season, with him getting a proper game time, along with Endrick, Mbappe, raising his game, I think we may see something which we've never seen before, even for Turkey. Like, this guy is going to be huge, and Real Madrid with him, even on the bench, to bring him on, to introduce something different in the knockout stages of the Champions League is going to be huge. So we need to have that discussion as well, especially for a couple of months from now, at least.
So anyone so last four, this was general. Who's winning this Euros? Who'd you put your money on to win this Euros?
Mbappe, France. It's got to be Mbappe, France.
Artists, why do you want to jinx?
No, I'm not.
What do you have against Mbappe?
I'm not jinxing. You got to remember, Spain. This is the thing. Like, I would have thought
not scored a goal from open play.
Yeah, but the thing.
Let's look. France's Euros should end against Spain.
Look at the injuries that Spain have. And the players are like Morata, for example, isn't playing. Carvajal's going to be out, etc.
Then Normand, I think, is out as well.
Exactly. So, and at the end of the day, like, Deschamps' experience, I just think it's going to somehow scam this way. Like, remember, France have not conceded from open play. France have conceded, and Spain's defense is not that great. And I think keeper-wise as well, if it does go to penalties, I'd probably put France over Spain. I don't really rate them when it comes to penalties. So I think France will probably... I think they'll scam a way to go through, and then when it gets to the final, it literally is. Listen, I've already said it. The narrative is going to be France, England. It's going to be Mbappe, Bellingham, penalties, and one of those dudes is going to miss. So now I thought Mbappe would be the one missing, but I think it might be Bellingham, to be honest. I think Mbappe might do it and then say, "Hala Madrid, I'm here." I think that's what's going to happen.
Am I the only one delusional enough to think that England's gonna win it? They're gonna scam their way to win the trophy finally.
No.
No. Like, I'll be real with you, Samasi. Don't.
The English media is with you.
Like, don't sleep on England.
HH.
Like Potter,
I
Potter, like
think
they could.
the football god is English. I think the lack England has in this tournament is unbelievable. They have been awful in the group stage and they got on the easy side. HH, look at the teams that have Slovakia, knockout for Slovakia. Okay, they are lucky. They are so lucky. It's individual quality. That's it. Saka is bailing them out. Jude Bellingham is bailing them out, and that's it. They're not playing as a team, and they get it done. It's Southgate is getting away with murder, and nobody in England is talking about HH. I wish Germany just had 1% of their luck, just 1%.
Oh wow! So zombies. Who's winning these Euros according to you? Zombies.
It would have to be. I don't know, man, because based on the Spain and the France game, whoever wins that, I think, hey, they not like us. But anyway, I think whoever comes out victorious, my bad. Whoever comes out victorious against that Spain and France game, I think they'll be the winners. Now,
okay, so said the winner of Spain France wins the Euros.
Yeah. Now, here's the thing. I'm not going to sleep on England and I'm not going to sleep on the Netherlands because, look, who would ever thought that England would come this far, especially the way they've been playing. Then, too, the Netherlands haven't been doing so good either. I mean, they've been doing okay, but not as great as we thought. But the thing of it is France haven't scored a goal or have not scored an open goal play. Like, at all, like, this whole time.
No.
And then with Spain, the thing of it is they're doing good, but if they were to get put down on penalties, they would not make it. That's the thing. Because if you go back to the World Cup, they literally flunked when it came to penalties. So I would say, I don't know, I think France might have a chance at winning this World Cup. But I wouldn't put it past you if England or Netherlands do something, or Spain.
Wait, shout out to Daddy Us. She don't care about losing money as long as, I don't know, the turkey gets packed. Oh, wow. Damn. Yeah. Daddy Us, healthy relations between Samasi and I. #eating good. Daddy Us, she has solely that's come out and actually speak and insult Bombi into her face. So that's what it's sort of guys. Let me get ready for this Brazil game, man. Brazil don't lose to Uruguay.
No Canada talk, man. No Canada.
Okay. Actually, you know what? Let's respect Canada.
Stop the North.
You gotta respect Canada.
So, guys,
bring out my AB nature. Bring out my AB again. Come on, just
guys. Let's just real Gretzky, man.
Oh Canada, man. Oh Canada.
Stand on guard.
Samasi, can you, Mrs. Samasi, please can you give us a rendition of Canada's national anthem, please? Samasi, let's go for it.
I don't know the national anthem. I'm not
Samasi,
Canadian.
come on. So you don't know Oh Canada? Okay, just give us an Oh Canada.
Oh Canada.
They're not like us. They're not like us. They're not like us.
There you go. Look, that's all I know. That's all we know and everything. Look, see. Shout out to these guys. Shout out to what these guys are doing, man. Look, see, my thing is that, let's be real. They come in third or fourth.
Okay.
Now, RDS, if these guys dare beat
I've said if Canada win this tournament, you are gonna have to induct both Americas.
Oh, no, 100%.
South America,
100%.
The Caribbean, everybody gets it.
Central America.
Listen, if Canada win this Copa America, I'm never taking America seriously as a football team ever again, ever.
Yeah.
Like for me,
not only that,
I will say I am never recognizing America as a football nation. They don't exist. Like US MNT doesn't exist.
Like
it's even more than that.
They get inducted indefinitely as the US national team 100% because you cannot allow Canada in their first tournament with an American coach to win the tournament. But let's say they even do that. If these guys even get third or fourth, that's even bad itself. This is their first freaking Copa America ever.
If Canada wins, if Canada wins the Copa America, if Canada wins the Copa America with an American coach, Drake won, Kendrick Lamar lost.
No, man, no, I can't go that far. No.
Yes.
No,
You have to say that. You have to say that. You have to tweet that.
After that music video, I'm sorry, Drake is still a PDF file. He's still a PDF file, bro. I'm sorry. He's still 69 God, bro. Still the 69 God. But but RDS, how far do you think Canada can actually go?
I mean, the semi. HH, they're at semi-final already. We're talking about how far can they go. Like, they're already at a semi-final.
Yeah, but it's against Argentina. So.
I know. So yeah, they'll lose against Argentina. But I'm just saying, the point is, the fact you're asking that question, like, the big story from the Canada situation is this: it's Jesse, or Wessie as people call him, Wessie Wash, because the Americans told me that he wasn't good enough to coach the USA national team. That's what they told me. They said, this guy, oh, he's gone to Europe, oh, he's like a hipster choice, oh, blah blah blah. We should stick with our own. Okay, so trust the process, stick with our own. And all I've seen right now is a USA team that lost to Panama, that couldn't get through their group in a Copa, and it's under 2 years away. They're going to be hosting their own tournament, their own World Cup, and we've got no idea what USA national team you're going to see. And here we have a guy in Jesse who had the experience, as he discussed, who went to a Canadian team that had promise, had potential, but it's not like they had world beaters, and somehow in their first Copa, has taken them through to a semi. So I've got to big up Jesse Marsh here, and I'm sure he'll have. I was seeing some clips in the American press, and they're sort of like, and they're being shameless. They're trying to claim they're like the American Jesse Marsh. It's like,
no, don't you dare! Don't you dare! Don't you dare do that, bro! Don't you dare! Stick with Berhalter.
The American Jesse Marsh.
Claim an American W. No,
it's the Republican channels. It's the Republican channels, like Fox before.
Real quick, wait a second.
Yeah, go on.
But no, if Canada wins this whole thing, I'm sorry, but you have to induct not only America, but you got to induct Mexico too, because this is their own tournament. And the fact that you get grouped, literally not only that, you pretty much get knocked out on your own tournament just to have Canada, who's pretty much not in, how would you say it? Not in this type of tournament, but I played for the first time.
No, 100%. No, they both get look, guys. Look, Brazil, guys. So remember, guys, we'll be back here. Let's see Brazil, Uruguay. Let's hope they don't get groups. Peace out.
Salam Madrid.